Noah's at a concert, so I'm in the room alone. Painting my nails. One of them got messed up, so I have to redo it. Anyway. Yeah. It's like 8:40. It is Saturday. We have weekend workshops today. Luckily it's just for this weekend. We get next weekend off. I am doing fashion illustration and I have to be downstairs by 9:30 because we have to take a bus to the Ford campus because that's where all of our classes are. Classes from 10 to 3 o'clock, and then 3:30 I've gotten permission and a sign out slip from my parents and my mentor so that I can go out, and I'm going to have dinner with my family. I was going to go to like a not a theme park, but like a place that has like go-karts and whatnot, but I decided not to because I need the rest and I need to just kind of like chill just for today. So yeah, I need to brush my teeth because they're so yellow. But
you want to be here, but it's something fun to consider. So you could just click on, let's see what New York spring summer. I'm probably gonna stand the whole time, so if there's anybody who wants to use a stool over on this side, you are good to go. First thing I'm gonna do, of course, is wear an apron, because I don't want to splatter myself horribly. Yeah.
I love using pastas. I don't get to do it very often.
Right. So here's my setup of sort of everything that we have available to us this weekend. I've got these gouache sets, Caran gouache sets. I really enjoy the India ink personally, and to utilize that, I've got a little well here, some cups of water. I always like to use 2 cups of water just so that one of them is always clean if I need really clean water. It's also helpful, let's say I want to use like a particular tone of this ink, having some extra water around is really helpful. And I've got a little assortment of brushes. We've got these fillable water brush pens. These are really, really awesome. Some of you are familiar with using them. If you've ever worked with or have any interest in working with young children, I'll say right now that these are really awesome if you don't want to be mopping up spilled water all day. But they're great for artists of any age. They're super useful. I always keep one in my bag with a little collapsible watercolor set. Super helpful. I've got 2 different sizes here. So the ones that are open have been used previously. We've got 4 that were already in the supply list. Those are no pigment at all, just water. And I'll make some kind of shape. It's kind of like impossible to see. So I'm just gonna move around and find my light a little bit. Got a fun shape, nice and saturated. And now it is time to add color. Let's start with the straight up magenta. And you'll see that once I add it to the shape, it's going to kind of fill itself in for you. Add a little bit more there, I'd like that gradient to be a little bit stronger. Let's see how we react to some yellow. Just down here, let the yellow come in. Ooh, that's really exciting. So basically the more water that is active, aka wet, on your surface, the more this stuff is gonna spread around. As the shape begins to dry, you're gonna see less of that. You see right away, like really spread all over the shape. As this sort of sits and starts to dry a little bit, you're gonna get less and less and less of that spreading action.
How long does it take for the ink and water to dry?
10 minutes,
Okay.
5, 10, something along those lines. And from here, I'm just gonna kind of have fun, see what I can get away with.
You dropped that.
So I got some green ink on this brush now, and I've decided I want it to be
I was
a
just
pattern.
thinking.
You can see, just putting my finger on the brush, holding it back, almost like, you know, loading it,
It was a bad day, didn't she?
getting ready for it to release all of its energy. And you can see the more that I do it, the finer the spray becomes. So if I have more ink on the brush, load it up a little bit, do it immediately, it's gonna be quite large, energetic. The more that I do it, the spray's gonna get finer and finer and finer. So I know the water looks green. If I wipe the brush on the paper towel, then I can really tell how much of that pigment is being held in the brush. A little bit of green there. Let's do some clear water. And I think that's a little bit of green remaining, but I think it's fine. So I'm gonna get some yellow in a well. And I'm trying to create like a warm brown color. So with magenta and with yellow, I was able to create pretty nice warm red, almost nearing orange. The opposite of red is green. So if I want to bring this down to a more neutral tone, like brown, then add a little bit of green to it. Too much green. More magenta, no biggie. A little bit more yellow. Oftentimes,
That swirly man.
oh yeah, that's cool. Oftentimes, it's not until you actually add something to your mixture that you then realize what it is that needs adjusting. So if you don't get it perfect on the first try, it's all good. I'm gonna add this to this sort of face-like shape here. And thinking about Bill Donovan's work, and thinking about what I know about portraiture, I'm gonna apply it in a kind of a fun shape, like as if it were the shadow side of this character. How's it going over here?
Good.
Awesome. Do you have, I see you kind of working on a particular concept. I want to hear where your inspirations are.
I love jellyfish, and I also love doing layered see-through dresses.
Okay, great.
So I'm just working on a see-through idea jellyfish sort of inspired dress that I actually might make if I have time to make another dress.
Oh, that's incredible.
Because I am almost done.
I'm curious if there are any particular jellyfish that you're inspired by.
I'm horrible with names. Don't ask me that ever. I'm like, if you ask me like what's a particular one, I'm like,
But I think that's
the ones that are like poof and
yeah, getting some photos would be really incredible. I just saw the most incredible video of this like rare jellyfish that was caught on video.
What did it look like?
I might have seen it. Beautiful, enormous, colorful.
That I've seen that
glowing.
one before. It's beautiful.
I think it's a man of war.
Yep, sounds right.
So yeah, always just like getting as many.
I have an entire Pinterest board just like filled with photos of jellyfish.
Wonderful. That seems like a very rich visual example for you. It'd be fun if you kind of, as far as like how to expand and develop on this theme, you could almost think of like where the jellyfish are in the ocean, jellyfish close to the surface.
I want to do
jellyfish
deeper ones
deep.
and then have them underneath their outfits wear something that's like black or dark.
Oh,
Kind
very
of
cool.
simulate that shadow that they have when they're, you know, swimming underwater.
Yeah, I'm curious how you can play with depicting that with media. I mean, I would kind of think of it almost exactly like the way you put on a garment, you start with one layer and then you put another layer on top. And I was curious if using the medium that way would give you the effect that you're looking for.
I don't want to give me opinions sometimes too.
Oh my god, Joe. Look at mine. Oh, this one's bad. This one's fine. Mine are not as bad as yours. Yours are
Yeah,
insane.
mine are like really bad. It's on my arm.
Oh my god. It's time for lunch, right?
It's time for lunch. Ooh, this finger is like probably the worst.
Oh my god. I got some like on all my nails, but I think I like, yeah, this one's my worst
Yeah.
one. We're eating here, right? Or are we doing
Yes.
this?
Ooh. I'm so tired.
Me too.
This one.
We finished our first class, our first part of the class.
I'm a pass out.
I just got manhandled by that one.
We had down on your neck.
Look what they're
Their
drawing.
lights, they would turn it like completely off and then do like a blaring white light.
That's my face, guys. What? What? What are you doing? Self-portrait.
Smile.
Do you want teeth or no teeth? I didn't record anything because my phone was dead, but I went out to get Baobab Fair, 10 out of 10. My roommate's back. I got giant ass clothes, and now we're gonna go make shrinky dinks. Nothing says pre-college more than making shrinky dinks. That's what we're doing. I keep on freaking my stars up, and they're really bad, and I'm really sad about it. Yeah.